25th at 2024 at 7:01. Roll call.
Blackwell,
He asked
oh,
to leave, but he will be back.
Campbell,
Present.
Collins,
Present.
Dockery,
Present.
Yossi,
Present.
Pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
On the agenda here, we've had a request to move 6G to be first because of a family timeline. So I'm asking to amend the agenda and move 6G before we approve the agenda.
You want 6G down in 7C or where you want to move it to?
I'd like to make it 6A. Or whatever's before letter A.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda with the amendment of moving G to the very first thing in section 6.
Okay.
Old business. Second.
Motion by Dockery, second by Collins to approve the amended agenda and moving item 6G to the beginning of section 6. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays. Ayes have it. Number 4, public comment. Is there anybody in the public who would like to speak out anything that's not on the agenda this evening?
I would.
Okay, state your name.
My name is Ray Dees. I live in Davenport, and I'm a building official in the city of Elbridge. Before we have the next council meeting, my wife and I will be leaving for 3 weeks to go to Cambodia. She has not been back since her family escaped the Khmer Rouge in the mid-70s. We're taking 3 of her sisters and 1 niece back with us. Only 1 sister has ever been back. Her brother has told her where they can find the house that they lived in when they were there. We're going to track it down. I wanted to thank this council for your support in allowing us to do that. And not to make you all second fiddle, but I really like to thank Nevada, Jeff, and the rest of my coworkers. Without their understanding and their assistance in helping the city run smoothly while I'm gone, I couldn't take this trip. And it means a lot to us. So I want you guys to know that my coworkers are just fantastic. And I really, really appreciate what they're doing for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Ray.
Thanks, Ray.
5A, consideration to approve the city council, regular city council minutes from the January 16th meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Campbell, second by Yossi to approve the minutes from the regular city council meeting on January 16th. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays, the ayes have it. 5B, consideration to approve the special council meeting minutes from the January 17th. Do I hear a motion to approve the special council meetings?
Second.
Motion by Collins, second by Dockery to approve the minutes from the special city council meeting on January 17th. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nay, the ayes have it. Consideration to approve the committee of the whole minute meetings from January 22nd.
Second.
Is that you, Ryan?
Yes.
Motion by Yossi, second by Collins to approve the minutes from the committee of the whole meeting on January 22nd. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nay, the ayes have it. Consideration to approve the committee of whole minute meetings from the January 29th meeting.
So moved.
Motion by Campbell, second by Dockery to approve the committee of the whole minute meetings from the January 29th meeting. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays, the ayes have it. 5E, consideration to approve the bills payable. Scott, do you have any
I
questions?
have no questions tonight.
All right. Brian, do you have any?
Martha's gonna check on a couple things for me, but other than that, I don't have any issues.
Dan,
No issues, sir.
Ryan, do you have any?
No further questions.
Okay. With that being said, looking for a motion to approve the bills payable.
I make the motion to approve the bills as presented.
Second.
Motion by Campbell, second by Yossi to approve the bills payable. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nay, the ayes have it. 5F, consideration to approve a liquor license renewal for Dollar General. Trying to think how to call on you at this point of the agenda. So, yeah, which is probably Andrew right now. Andrew, how does that look for Dollar General?
That looks good. I know for all of them that are on the list tonight, those look good on all of them.
On all of them?
We haven't had any issue.
Okay,
Andrew, what's your number?
Badge?
Yeah.
110.
110. Not knocking your penmanship, but if you could put 110 on there too, it'd be easier for us to tell in case you weren't here. Whoever signed them.
you got it down pat.
Yeah, I can do that.
Looking for motion to approve Dollar General. Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion by Campbell, second by Yossi to approve Dollar General's liquor license renewal. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nay, the ayes have it. 5G, consideration to approve the liquor license renewal for Eldridge Mart.
So moved.
Second. Motion by Yossi, second by Collins to approve the liquor license renewal for Eldridge Mart. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nay, the ayes have it. 5H, consideration to approve the liquor license renewal for Hy-Vee.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Yossi, second by Campbell to approve Hy-Vee's liquor license renewal. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nay, the ayes have it. 5I, consideration to approve a liquor license renewal for Maloney's Pub.
So moved.
Second. Motion by Campbell, second by Collins to approve the liquor license renewal for Maloney's Pub. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays, ayes have it. 5J, consideration to approve a liquor license renewal for Rolling Meadows Event Center.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Campbell, second by Yossi to approve the liquor license renewal for Rolling Meadows Event Center. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays, the ayes have it.
Your Honor, on some of these, like Rolling Meadows, we're gonna subject to give and proof of dram shop insurance. Cause they'll be drinking on the premise.
For Rolling Meadows, their dram shop is March 15th, 24 to March 15th, 25. Under Illinois casualty.
And I thought Maloney's was good to March of 25 as well.
But that's,
Cause I thought they had the same company.
we should always make them subject to verification of the dram shop insurance.
Okay. Number 5K, consideration to approve the liquor license for Rustic Ridge Golf Course.
Second, drum insurance looks good to me.
Motion by Yossi, second by Collins to approve the liquor license renewal for Rustic Ridge Golf Course. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays, ayes have it. Number 5L. Consideration for board appointments. I'd recommend that we appoint Scott LaPlante to the Park Board and to appoint Mark Gooding to Community Center Board. I've called and talked to these people and I've talked to the boards and this is the best recommendation we come up with.
Make a motion to approve both Scott LaPlante and Mark Gooding for the board appointments.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion by Yossi, second by Campbell to approve Scott LaPlante to the Park Board and to Mark Gooding to the Community Center Board. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays, the ayes have it. Congratulations, Scott.
Thank you.
Down to number 6, we have a slight change there, so we will go with letter G first. consideration of appointment to Andrew Lillig for the Elder Police Chief with a starting wage salary of $99,665. That, or Jeff, can I call on you to kind of explain how we got here to everybody if they not quite sure how we did this?
Sure. So, for the application posting period, we had 6 candidates that turned in applications. In your packet and the packet that went out, on the website, there's a rubric that was used for the hiring selection committee. We scored the applications, based on the application they submitted and then also based on the interview score for the candidates that were selected for interviews. You'll also see in your packet, a breakdown of what that scoring was at the end of, the applicant submissions and the interviews, with Andrew Lullig coming out, with the highest score for the combined total for the interview and application together. Any questions on that process?
I think the committee, made what I thought was a slam dunk decision. I think this was, I'm really thankful that you guys rated him so high. During my time with the press, I developed a good working relationship with Andrew, and I always appreciated his transparency and his openness. I really think that his demeanor and leadership skills that he brings are just what the department needs right now. So congratulations, Andrew. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott, for saying that. Brian, you have any questions?
No, well, for the record, he scored the highest in both part of the applicant scoring. So application and interview, he was the highest in both categories, which led him to be the highest overall anyways. So always done a good job for us.
I also think it's good you recommended a higher wage, so I appreciate that as well.
I look forward to working with you. I've worked with you many years with the fire department and with medic, and we always know what we have. And I think the citizens are going to love your leadership, your style, and what your department's going to grow as.
Really, the only thing I have to add is, and I appreciate the pay structure increasing. I know we don't want to be the highest, we don't want to be the lowest, but I think it's important here that we, because you've got a lot of years of service left, I think we need to be pouring back into him with training opportunities as well, above and beyond that. I don't know your full extensive background for training, but I'd like to see more continued training on leadership and tools that are going to help him do his job more successfully.
Andrew, I appreciate all the hard work you've given the city over the years and went through this process. You were up against, honestly, a couple pretty stiff competitions there. But what you bring to the table with your training, your experience, your management style and your demeanor, I do believe after working with you, I've been part of the city for 12 years. All that, the time I know you that you've worked here, I do believe you are the right man for the job to take the police department ahead. With that being said, I'm looking for a motion to approve Andrew Lillig as the police chief appointment.
I will make that motion.
Second.
Motion by Campbell, second by Dockery to approve the appointment for Andrew Lillig as the Eldridge Police Chief with a starting wage of $99,665, effective February 1 of 2024. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays, ayes have it. Congratulations, Andrew.
Thank you. Thank you guys very much for everything.
Just one thing.
Yeah.
Just let everybody know that at the next council meeting is when we'll have a ceremony for this. Just try to get that out there in case anybody's wondering.
I appreciate it. No, I thank you for all the kind words. And I look very forward to working closely with each and every one of you. I know together we can do great things and we will do great things. Once again, thank you. Thank you, Mayor and Council, for moving this up. Tomorrow is surgery day for the little ones, so we're gonna hit the road and get to Iowa City. So thank you for moving that up tonight. So.
No problem. Thank you.
Well, I just want to see a thumbs up or thumbs down from your guys out there in the audience.
All right.
All right. So once again, thank you guys. I appreciate it. So.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Safe travels.
yeah, thank you. Yes, thank you very much.
Thanks, sir.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
He didn't bring it. Sheets back.
So they're.
Andrew.
How might I do that? Huh?
Thank you, Andrew.
Yep, thank you guys.
All right, now we'll get back on track here. 6A, consideration, the third and final reading of ordinance 2024-1, amending the flood plan. Jeff, has anybody called in for anything about that?
No, sir. They haven't, we received no additional comments on any of the ordinance readings this year.
It'd be easy. I'll make a motion to approve third and final reading of ordinance 2024-01 as presented.
And I second that motion.
Motion by Dockery, second by Collins to approve the third and final reading of ordinance 2024-1. Roll call.
Dockery,
Aye.
Ilse,
Aye.
Collins,
Thanks.
Campbell.
6B, consideration the third and final reading of ordinance 2024-2, amending the city code for stop intersections.
Make a motion to approve ordinance 2024-02.
Second.
Motion by Yossi, second by Campbell to approve the third and final reading of ordinance 2024-2. Roll call.
Ilse,
Aye.
Dockery,
Aye.
Collins,
Aye.
Campbell,
Aye.
6C, consideration the third and final reading of ordinance 2024-3, amending the city code for parking restrictions on East Iowa Street. Jeff, has anybody called in on that one either?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Campbell, second by Yossi to approve the third and final reading of ordinance 2024-3, amending the city code for parking restrictions. Roll call.
Collins,
Aye.
Campbell,
Aye.
Dockery,
Aye.
Ilse,
Aye.
Number 6D, consideration of the second reading of ordinance 2024-4 for the rezoning of Grunwald Second Edition to remove the planned residential overlay and return it to the original R3 multifamily residential district. Anything on that, Jeff?
Only positive comments.
All right. Looking for a motion.
Make a motion to approve ordinance 2024-04. Second reading as presented.
Second.
Motion by Dockery. Second, was that Yossi?
Yep.
To approve the second reading of ordinance 2024-4 for the rezoning of the Grunwald Second Edition. Roll call.
Ilse,
Aye.
Dockery,
Aye.
Collins,
Aye.
Campbell,
Aye.
6E, consideration approved proposals for janitorial services for the city hall, council chambers, police department, and a city maintenance shop. Nevada, can I call on you for that, please?
Sure. We went out for service proposals for janitorial services after we received the quote from the current vendor that we use. We had three return proposals, Always Clean, which is our current vendor, at $1,200 a month for the year of 2024. They supply their own cleaning products, and I was able to verify that they do carry public liability insurance on their employees. We had Cindy Higgins. She quoted at $1,000 a month, but the city would need to supply the cleaning products for the different locations, being the police department, the city hall, and the maintenance shop. We also had Midwest Janitorial provide a quote. They quoted at $1,365 a month for all of the locations, supplying their own cleaning products and carrying public liability insurance as well. After reviewing the different proposals based on the job that we've experienced in working with Always Clean over the last 2 years, they've done a great job. And with the similarity in the prices based on having cleaning supplies or needing to supply those, the staff would recommend staying with the Always Clean vendor at the $1,200 a month. Questions on those proposals?
And what did they go up from last year to this year?
I believe they were at $945 a month in 2023.
When is this contract with them good through?
That's calendar year, so it'll be
Okay,
for the year
okay.
2024.
Okay,
And $400 months, 14 for a year. At what point do we look at maybe hiring a part-time person and just have them do it?
Certainly look into a proposal or a cost versus what we have in proposals for that.
Cause it's not gonna get any cheaper in the future. We just had a 30% increase, a little less, 25% increase.
part of that's labor, part of that's cost of materials.
Right. It would make sense, certainly at the point down the road where we have larger city hall, a larger police station.
I mean, who cleans this facility?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is we have staff that's hired to basically incentive that we can put us to leave. And I'm using typical patients.
What staff does that?
Trevor is one of them. The audience clerk.
So are they looking for us to sign a contract for another year with them? Or can we go month to month and stay with Always Clean till we look into a part-time employee?
I believe they would still keep cleaning at the $1,200 a month rate, without us, but they've asked, I mean, they sent us a quote for an approval.
Okay,
So I'd have to check with them to make sure.
Make a motion table this till the next meeting.
Second.
that's a great idea. Motion by Dockery, second by Yossi to table the consideration for the approval proposal for janitorial services for the city. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nay, the ayes have it. 6F, consideration to approve and adopt the new Eldridge employee handbook. Pat, can I call on you for that, please?
Sure. We met in January at a committee of the whole meeting and discussed the, new employee handbook draft that has been proposed for adoption. The city council advised on, a couple of different edits, mostly just, changing in verbiage, nothing substantial to the policies. Those edits have all been made, and I've received no other input or feedback, on the handbook. So I believe at this point, we are up to date and ready to consider for adoption.
For clarification, when was the last time that the handbook was updated and then
The last one that we have that was formally adopted was in 2003.
we're due?
Or did.
And we will adopt this by resolution.
We can put a resolution together.
I think we should, and then have that it should be reviewed every 5 or 10 years, something in there. The only other recommendation, this is small, is on the bottom of each page, we should put the date. What version it is, so pages in the future can't be commingled. If you had a resolution, we could approve it, and then we could put that in it at that time too. We have that on the 19th on the agenda, the resolution.
And were you thinking every 5 years, Brian?
There should be a time frame, so it doesn't go 20 years.
Right, I like every 5 years, to be honest with you, if not 5. So many laws change at that time.
I think it would be revised. Isn't that service gonna let us know what changes?
So they will review it annually for compliance with laws and format any amendments or changes that we have throughout the year to match the same writing style.
Because our old one, we had conflicts with some of the bargaining unit contracts and I mean, they've done a good job trying to isolate things out and make it kind of, I guess, neutral to some of those things. But if there'll be revisions or they'll be looked at by a third party every year. I think the council at some point needs to adopt all the changes. Just on the record, so.
So can we approve and adopt the new handbook as it stands now with the additions, the changes you made, and then still add a resolution down the road that would put it up for review every 5 years? Cause it'll have to be at the same, is it?
Well, it'd be nice to have a resolution adopting it, so there's a paper trail of that.
Don't our minutes count as a paper trail for tonight to adopt city council, recognize the handbook, and then have the resolution at the next meeting?
We could put an effective date in the resolution for the date it was adopted, so it's still,
I don't see any harm in waiting until next council meeting, doing it all at once. Have a resolution and be done with it, because right now, what's on the books resolution wise is 2003. Only 2 weeks is gonna make a difference. I think it's done a little bit better that way, having a formal resolution on.
You think 2 weeks makes a difference in that?
we will submit some of these policies for support for some of our applications.
Right.
That's why I was wondering, the minutes will reflect what we're doing to make it official, and then the resolution, so we don't lose 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Times of the essence.
That's kind of my thoughts on it.
If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have a problem, but the minutes will record. There's nothing loose ends about that, then we can have a resolution, but at least the city can move forward with other business.
What other business is the handbook tied to? That's so important.
The insurance companies, we need to have it for quotes.
But I'd say if we agree to bring a resolution to the next meeting, isn't that good enough or?
Pushing that timeline that much closer. If something would get a hiccup in there.
Is anyone against doing it right now? I understand what you're saying, Brian. You want to do it the resolution way, but if we all agree tonight that this is the direction we're going, I don't know why we can't approve it and then have the resolution back us up on the next meeting. And then it's in the minutes and then they keep moving forward.
I agree. I think, Nevada mentioned back in January, the necessity to get this taken care of quickly, and you guys did a great job of getting us to this point. I think these 2 weeks are beneficial for us.
It's 3 against 1, it'll.
So do I hear a motion?
Make a motion.
Do I
I
hear a
have
second?
second.
Motion by Yossi, second by Collins, to approve and adopt the new Eldridge Employee Handbook, and at the next council meeting, finalize it with a resolution. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays?
Hey. And don't get me wrong, I'm not against this. I'm just on a procedural reason.
Number 7. 7A, consideration to approve resolution 2024-4, approving the final acceptance of public improvements for the Buttermilk irrigation. Jeff, I'm calling you for that,
Actually,
or Nevada?
I mean, yeah, I can talk about it. So the Pulse Company were the ones that, had the irrigation contract for the Buttermilk soccer fields. They finished those, towards the end of season this year. So it's been in the ground functioning properly for, throughout the fall. Haven't had any issues with it, so we're just looking to get a final acceptance and.
Thank you, Jeff.
Do you have any correspondence from Park Board on this?
The park board is anxious to get this taken care
Okay.
For the record, Adrian Blackwell has returned at 7:30.
Make a motion to approve resolution 2024-04 as presented.
Second.
Motion by Dockery, second by Campbell to approve resolution 2024-4. Roll call?
Campbell,
Aye.
Ilse,
Aye.
Dockery,
Aye.
Collins,
Aye.
Blackwell,
Aye.
Aye.
I'm sorry, but, Councilman Dockery told me that the council meeting was at City Hall, and I've been sitting there for the past half hour, so I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
You didn't hear me right with all the dogs barking.
Right, yeah, it happens, so.
Well, you missed it. We had somebody got up for the first time that I can remember and spoke something positive to the city.
Well, I guess I need to stay
So
away.
we're on a good run for 2024.
So,
All right, we're on to 7B, consideration to approve setting a public hearing for the proposed Madison property tax levy on Monday, April 1, 2024 at 5:45 PM at the Eldridge Community Center.
I'll move here.
Second.
My question is, we'll have a council meeting that night, won't
Yes, it has to be in a separate agenda from the council meeting. The public hearing does, so we'll have it just ahead of. We're scheduled to have a committee of the whole at 6 o'clock on that night, with it being the first Monday.
we? Okay,
So I put 5:45 for that public hearing.
okay. That's the question.
Was there a motion?
Yeah, I think, did Brian, you made the motion.
I made the motion.
Or-
Okay.
Yeah.
And who seconded it?
Ilse,
Second,
Okay. All those in favor, say aye.
aye.
Nays, ayes have it. 6C, consideration to approve street closures for the Eldridge North Scott Chamber on July 12th from 4 to 10 for summer festival kickoff, July 13th, 2025 PM for Moonlight Chase until the last participant, and July 13th, 2024 from 10 AM to 10 PM for the summer festival, and July 13th from 10 to 1 PM for the summer festival parade. They included a map with the details on the street closures. Looking for a motion to approve these street closures.
So moved.
Second. Good, Adrian.
second that.
Motion by Dockery, second by Blackwell to approve the North Scott Chamber street closures. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays, ayes have it. 7D, consideration of the first reading of ordinance 2025-5, establishing new sanitary sewer rates. Can I call on you, Nevada, for this? Did Tony go over this with you?
Yes, so, Tony worked with John Burmeister of PFM Financial. John forecasts and determines necessary sewer rate increases. He projects it out for 3 years at a time, so this is our last year projection from the last, model that he put together, with the recommended increases as listed in the ordinance, increasing to 91 cents per 100 gallons for 0 to 90,000, 79 cents per 100 gallons for anything over 90,000 gallons, and $40.55 for the minimum billing.
It's the same for commercial and residential.
Yes.
And Ryan, we go through, Burmeister's done this for the city for years, looking at cash flow analysis with their debt and everything and operating costs. We normally go with his recommendation. We don't have to, but, cash flow wise, for that enterprise fund, he's normally pretty good at what he does. We've used him. Expired or 15 bonds.
Should be loving, I don't know. 10, 11,
2008.
it's been a long while.
What are the current rates prior to this increase?
Well, yeah, you'd be looking at 87 cents, 75 cents, and then $38.
But we actually went through a cash flow analysis when we put this, the expansion in, and he was part of that discussion on debt retirement and everything. 4 cents per 100 gallons.
You're hearing more questions on ordinance establishing new sewer rates?
We're in good plan to stay ahead of the time. If that's all for the questions, I'll make a motion for approval.
Do I hear a
First
second?
reading.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion by Blackwell, second by Yossi to approve the first reading of ordinance 2024-5 establishing new sanitary sewer rates. Roll call.
Blackwell,
Aye.
Campbell,
Aye.
Collins,
Aye.
Dockery,
Aye.
Yossi,
Aye.
Number 8, board and staff activity reports. You guys have talked quite a bit tonight, but Jeff, do you have any more to add?
I do have a couple of things just that we're working on, just for awareness. Our MS4, our annual stormwater report is due in April. So we're staff-wise working on that. This year's our 5-year renewal, so we will be inspected by the state as part of that process this summer. So it's almost finished up at this point. And we'll probably wait till April to send it in, just so we can add any new activity that takes place before that. Currently still working on a tobacco shop ordinance. A habitual offender ordinance is in the works. All that stuff you guys will see at some point.
Thank you, Jeff. Donna, do you have anything to update us on?
It's nothing additional right now.
Okay. Martha, do you
I do not.
I make a motion for adjournment.
go here second?
Second.
Motion by Dockery, second by Collins to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays, ayes have it. Adjourned at 7:39.